surfing on the clouds. I've been driving on the same damn speed ever since we crashed last time. We could kiss, we could tell, hold hands, we could stay, we could leave. So tell me, we can cry, we can fuck, we can laugh, we can learn how to love. Oh,
Check. Right. Good morning. We added to our gold long. US dollar looks pretty bullish. Let's check here. Bitcoin, gold, NASDAQ. Nothing's really changing too much lately. I want to see the gold. So, did you guys see? Hold on. Let me pull this up. Wait, that's not the right one. Oh, you're not supposed to see that. I need you. Hold on. I just leaked something. I just leaked something I wasn't supposed to leak. Right. I wanted to show you guys something. Now I've lost what it even is. Anyways, somebody opened up a gold long on calls, a gold call. They spent like $5 billion worth of margin for gold to hit 15 to 20K. And it's going to be by December, with an expiry of December. So somebody spent $5 billion for gold to go 15 to 20K by December. Not 5 billion, but I think the actual amount he would have to spend was be like $500 million or something. So that's that guy's target. To me, it makes no fucking sense, but like this will be insane rally up if we come up there. Am I still long Bitcoin? Of course I am, dude. It's been a day, dude. Like my positions don't change around that fast. Did I already read Schweb? Schweeb? Who's Schweeb? Is it her book? I don't know what this is, dude. I am into psychology. I like psychology. What's my prediction for gold by December? It's impossible to predict. I don't make predictions. That'd be stupid. I can tell you what the next move will be. And that's all you need to know. Where do I live? Canada. All you need to know in order how to trade is what is the next move. Okay? The next move for gold is up. That's all you need to know. I don't need to know how far up. I just know it's going up. So I'm in longs. Okay? We added more to our gold yesterday. When I told you guys in the Discord, if you're not in the Discord, make sure you're in the Discord. I told you to add to your gold here. All right. Should come up for a new high. time. Let's look at the chart and break it down. Hard out resources will gain worth because of Iran war. What am I eating? This mango. I'm paleo, so I only eat fruit and meat. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna give you guys some advice. The better good guy, right? You just said, hey, resources will increase in value because of a war. That is true. Wars usually need companies to provide services for the war, whether it's like fucking planes, guns, metals, who cares, right? They will also need minerals, right? What they will not need is Bitcoin, okay? So you can think about things. What do you need under certain situations? And guess what? It's not a trick question, okay? If there's a war, what does a war need? Metal, bullets, food rations, right? Fucking transportation, right? Submarines, who knows? All of these things, you know the answer. All of those things will do well with investments. Here's the trick. This is what I wanted to tell you. The trick part is when you hear things on the news, don't believe any of it. It is always fucking with you. It's always trying to fuck with you and get you to do something dumb, okay? If you think for yourself, you'll be right. But if you follow what the news tells you, it's wrong. The news is nearly always wrong. Okay? And guess what? That also means, especially oil. Yeah, oil. Yeah, I missed that one. Oil will do well. Guess what? I bought a little bit of oil, right? Do I have oil on this account? I think so. Do I have oil? Do I have oil? Maybe. Oh, USO. Yeah. USO. Oil. I bought a little bit of oil, right? Just a little bit. I don't like using all my margin, okay? Because then I can't add if things go down. Right? But oil will do well. It is doing well currently. Very well. That looks great. Gold.
What about USA planning to attack Iran?
Gold
Oil
will do
might
well.
react next week, probably then.
Here the USA is going to plan to attack Iran. So this is literally what I'm saying. Literally what I'm saying right out of my mouth right this second. You heard that the US is planning to attack Iran. Ignore it. So the only thing that you want to take from that news is, hey, this is something that could happen, and maybe how does that affect me in my regular life, okay? So let's say you live in Iran. You probably want to protect yourself, right? Let's say you go to war, right? There might be food supply chain issues, right? So you might need to stock up on food at your house. But in terms of panicking markets, ignore news. All news is there to make you panic. All news, okay? So ignore all news releases. Unless it's something that you need to do in your actual life, not your money life, okay? Because it's literally just there to bait you. So I'm quickly look at Master. Master's getting absolutely fucking pooped on. Can you imagine buying this shit? I never understood why people would buy Master. Because, like, just buy Bitcoin. Like, this company doesn't do anything. All it does is buy Bitcoin. So you're just investing on Bitcoin with extra leverage and the possibility that you could get liquidated. What's the point? You could just leverage trade Bitcoin. I don't know if it's the biggest one. What are you talking about? Okay, what do we want to look at? Let's look at the charts, break down what's going to happen next. Like, there's not really much for me to say. You're new to investing using Wealthsimple. That's fine for investing. Yeah, you sound Canadian. That's a Canadian app. Markets are still. I'm still long on Nasdaq. That trade is still running. Nothing has changed. Nothing, like literally nothing has changed in the past couple of days. Again, nothing's going on, dude. Let's see. Dow. Let's look at the Dow. Dow rejected the level we said. Come back down here. Right? Literally does exactly what we draw. Right? Bounce there, come here, down here. Okay? So Dow's going down next. What else? Gold. Gold looks really good still. This 4 hours still looks super bullish. The daily, the reason we wanted to get added to that trade was because the daily closed back above. We retested this level, and we should go to a new high. Bitcoin. Jump to Bitcoin now. Still going back down to that level. I'll continue to buy if needed. But we're still in this range. Like, literally no chart is moving right now. Not for the past couple weeks. Nothing's really done anything. Or I'm not sure if there's anything we want to look at. But, like, this is why it's like there's no point in really trading right now. We're just waiting. Sit on your hands. Do nothing. Hold the positions. We're holding gold, metals. Let's look at Apple. Let's see how Apple's printing. Fine. AMD. AMD, we wanted to add more to this. Oh, did they? Hopefully they fill our order soon. See if any other individual stocks. Anything of interest. Tesla looks okay. Amazon, we might be able to get a decent buy later. A lot of things are coming down that we can just kind of wait, eh? Nvidia ranging again. This is realistically why everything's doing nothing. It's because AI is ranging right now. Palantir, we'll wait. Okay. Cool. You hope you can win the 50K account so you can support your newborn. You should stop trading. That's my advice. Some guy, I'm gonna put these away. Keep chewing. One sec. Some guy messaged me yesterday. One sec. Some guy messaged me yesterday and he's like, "Hey man, my life's in shambles. I'm down on my luck. I got no money. I got a family to support." And he's like, "I might go to jail." He's like, "Can you help me?" I'm like, I messaged him back. I'm like, "Don't trade." He's like, "I need to learn how to trade so that I can support my family." I'm like, "Don't trade. You should quit trading forever. You should not trade at all. If your life is not the best," this is my honest advice to you guys because I actually care about you, okay? I actually want the best thing for you. And if your life is not perfect or close to perfect, if you are not at peace with how everything is going right now, don't trade. If you are not happy with the amount of money that you have, if you're not happy with the way your life goes, the daily routine you have and the people in your life, don't trade. And I know that's gonna make me lose. Like if you guys follow that advice, I'd probably lose a huge portion of my audience, right? A massive portion of my audience, because I imagine a lot of people are trading because they are not happy with their life. But the thing is, you will not make it as a trader unless you become comfortable with the life you currently have. Because if you're trying to create a new life via fast money, you will destroy it all, right? Because trading is not that way. It is not a good idea to trade. It is not a good idea to trade and to try to change your life. What's better is, hey, trade on the side while you run your own business. That's a great idea. That's what I do. And guess what? My life is fucking amazing. I get a trade. I make money casually and passively. I make good money from my business, right? And I get to live in exactly where I want, on top of a mountain, overlooking the water. And guess how many years it took me? Just a couple years. I didn't really start with anything, okay? But how long it took me to trade properly was like a decade, dude. That's what I'm saying is use the money from your business, which could be a trading related business, to then learn how to trade better, right? And go it slowly, become a better trader, because you're never going to make it as a trader who's trying to like just get money fast, right? Because there's so many problems with that. One, you're going to over risk. Two, you're going to over trade. Three, you don't know what you're doing, so you're not going to go slow and figure it out. You're just going to fucking gamble. Right? Is that Turbs? Hey, Turbs, man. Haven't seen you on stream in fucking years. Get the money up. Yeah, funny. Up first, yeah. Tory Trades bought a new Ferrari and doesn't even know how to drive it. I remember when I made that Tory Trades video and someone's like, bro, you're wrong. She just bought a Ferrari. Right? She knows what she's doing. I'm like, that proves my point exactly. Is that she was able to buy a Ferrari from core sales. Because guess what? You're not buying a Ferrari from trading alone. I'm just tell you that now. The amount of money, it's not gonna happen. Here's the thing. I'm gonna pull up the calculator, okay? I'm gonna just break down the logic for you, okay? Let's say you start with $10,000, right? A decent little chunk of change that you can easily get in Americas or Canada or whatever, okay? How much does a Ferrari cost? Like fucking 400 grand or something? I think the one that she got is like 500 grand. I don't know. So what is 500 grand, right? Over 10,000, right? Oops. 50x. So you have to 50x your money. Okay, 50x, right? So let's put that in perspective, right? If you make 10% a year, or 10% a month, which is like the best traders, right? This is the best traders on average, right? So I'm just gonna ask fucking ChatGPT because it's faster. Okay. How long does it take to 50x your money at 10% per month, right? Four years nearly, okay? 41 months, okay? So here's the thing. It'd take her 4 years to do that, but then she would have no money left if she spent it all, right? So you see how insane this is, right? Like if you were a trader and you were able to accumulate, so first of all, you'd have to accumulate like double that amount of money to even be able to buy it, right? And then would you really take out fucking half of your money that you made over the past fucking 5 years just to buy a car? Is so stupid, right? No, it's just cash flow. If you're gonna go to jail, double down and move bricks. Yeah, bro. Turbs. Yeah, that was that was funny. That guy, just tell him start committing crime. You're already going to jail. That's how you get out of it. Started back testing DMC in my own way, having fun with it. Zero money invested, just enjoying the process. I'm glad. Oh, how's it working for you, bro? Is DMC working in your back tests or what? In UAE, you can hire a Ferrari for $10,000 for a week. Yeah, it's fucking expensive, dude. The power of 72. Yeah, dude. Like, I have no doubt that Tory Trades can afford the Ferrari, right? It's just let me put it into perspective that maybe you can understand a little bit more. Let's say you made your money from trading, right? Your money, the amount of money you make off of trading is based off of how much money you already have. So if you're making 10% a month, right? Which is, again, I'm going to remind you, that is an incredible amount of money, okay? That's a very large. You're not making more than 10% a month, okay? 10% a month. If you have $1 million, you're making 100 grand a month, okay? That's a decent amount of money. But let's say you made a really big expense and decided to spend that money, right? You're only going to have $500,000 now, so you just cut your salary in half. So how likely do you think it is for people to just be like, I'm going to take a salary cut just so that I can have a car? It's silly. But when you have cash flow, that logic doesn't apply because you can just buy the car. I guess you could finance it. But I'm just putting it into perspective for you. Like large expenses as a trader don't make any sense. You would have to finance things always, right? Withdrawal from trading, buy property, finance car. Yeah, that's what you would do first. Is you would buy property. You would, like, as a trader, you wouldn't be dumb enough to spend money on a car, right? But the thing is, influencers, I'll break it down even deeper. Influencers make money by buying that car, right? If I went out right now and bought a Ferrari, which I could buy a Ferrari right now with cash, right? I would then go make a video, right? And then people would be like, oh, nice Ferrari, you got it from trading, right? Fuck, cool, bro, I want to know your strategy, right? And then I'd sell them a strategy for $1,000, and I'd sell 500 of them, and the Ferrari's free now. You know what I mean? So influencers, like, they make money by buying these cars, right? Look at TGR. He bought the fucking Koenigsegg, right? And then he had it for like 3 months and then got rid of it because it's not interesting anymore. So people got all hyped up. He sold more courses and he's like, I don't want this anymore because now I'm not making money from it. They don't give a fuck about the shit. They want to make money from it. They don't want the car. They're all fucking addicted to making more money. All these big influencers, dude, they don't give a fuck. TGR doesn't care about the shit, the things he has. He just wants more money, which is why he flexes all the things so that he can sell more courses, right? That's the iced coffee done. That's what the iced coffee done for his whole finance YouTube. Yeah, that's Graham Stephan. I rather like that guy. He's pretty good. But yeah, like I think Togi is kind of like this too. Whereas like all like if you look at gambling influencers, right? Gambling influencers are incentivized, like Togi, right? He's incentivized by losing money or winning money, right? Just big numbers. He just wants to do crazy shit because then he goes viral, right? And then he gets bigger stake contract or whatever it is, right? But if you're an actual trader, buying a car would be dumb, right? It makes more sense to buy gold or a house, right? Appreciating assets. And then once you get a crazy amount of money, okay, sure, buy whatever, right? 50% of your savings is in Bitcoin now. Staking, that's sweet. I think if you're in Bitcoin right now, if you're buying Bitcoin right now, you're going to be pretty pleasantly happy. Let's plan something, right? Let's look at Bitcoin. I got like 10 minutes left, 10-15 minutes by the way. Let's look at something. Like let's say worst case scenario, like it's fucking collapsing, right? And a lot of people like to think about, oh, what if, right? So, so when it was up here, oh, like 120K, right? A lot of people were like, oh, I don't want to sell now because what if it goes to 200K, right? Then great, you missed out on some profit, right? And if you think about it the same way, when it's going down, right? It's the same thing exactly. Right? You can't lose really. You can only miss out on profit. Okay. So let's say you bought here. What if it goes down deeper? Guess what? You missed out on some profit because you could have bought here. Right? But you're still trading at an advantage over holding. Right? And that's what your goal is. As a trader, you want to make more money than doing nothing. Okay. Doing nothing with Bitcoin makes you like 4% a month or something stupid like that. Right? It's a lot of money. It's like a lot of money, okay? So all you want to do is make more than that average amount, right? So if I sold here, right? And if I sold at 100 grand and it went up to 160 or whatever, right? But still came back down and I bought lower, I would have beaten the market, okay? And that's all you're trying to do is on average, you want to sell and then buy lower again. Okay, that's all it is. So guess what? If you sold here at 100, you just beat the market if you buy here now. Okay. But what if it goes lower? Who cares? Like here's another extreme example, right? Here's another absolute extreme example. I'm going to draw it out. Okay. Let's say we sell at 100 grand, right? And then it went to 150, right? And then you're like, oh, I missed 50% or whatever, right? 33%, whatever it is, right? I missed that extra 50K. But then it comes back down, right? And then you buy more here, right? But then it goes all the way down to 30K, right? And then you're like, oh, shoot, I missed again. Well, you still made this amount of money. Okay? You still made that 30%. Okay? Just because you didn't get the exact top and the exact bottom doesn't fucking matter. You still beat the market. Guess what? I'm gonna surprise you with something here. It's impossible to get the exact top and bottom. You can get pretty close though. If you're trying to get the exact top and bottom, you're gonna be very disappointed with yourself because you're not gonna happen. So far, what I've done is, I got out at like 110-ish on average. Okay, it was pretty close, and now I'm in here, and I'm going to DCA here, right? So my average entry is going to be like 55 or so. Okay, and if it doesn't go there, then my average entry is going to be like 80 or whatever. Okay, because I'll add there. Okay, that's all. Maybe that logic like puts a lot of people's minds at ease, because they're trying to. They're trying to time the tops and everything. Okay, I'm gonna bounce off. I'm gonna be back for the power hour. I'm gonna do another predict to the bottom 46K. I'm gonna be back for power hour. Okay, let's see this market coming down right now. Seeing something. Why is the market? Nothing really happening. No. I'll come on for power hour. I don't think the market's gonna do anything, but we can do another 30-minute stream. Maybe we'll do some education or something. Okay. No one can ever predict the top or bottom. Take profit. Exactly. All you're trying to do is lower your risk for how much money you make. Oh, we'll do a giveaway later, I suppose. I'm gonna head off though. Okay. Take it easy. I'll be back later.